All right, so it's day 2. I just took my bowl out of my bag. I'm gonna first peel back all the saran wrap. And I might find that, my clay might feel a little bit harder than it did last class. That's okay. Don't worry about it. Okay, we're gonna start by rolling another coil. Let's just review how to do that again in case you forgot. Pinch off a piece of clay. Start by rolling it between your hands like this. Okay, until it gets so big that it doesn't really fit well between your hands anymore. Put it down on the table and then start rolling. Again, remember, you can stand up if that's more comfortable for you. Sometimes it helps people to kind of have their body weight over the clay instead of pushing, because you really want to keep it rolling. You don't want it to flatten into the table. If it ever gets kind of hard for you to work with the clay, try to break it into 2 pieces, because it really doesn't matter how long you make it. You can always attach 2 coils together to make it longer instead of having to roll it all at once. All right, so I've got 2 coils ready. Again, they're about the size of this marker here, okay, a medium-sized marker. You don't want it as small as a pencil, and you don't want it as thick as a big Crayola marker. You want it somewhere in between. And now I'm ready to continue adding clay to my bowl. So there's all different kinds of things that I could do now. One of them is I could take a coil and wrap it all the way around the bowl in a circle. And look, it's okay that my coil doesn't make it all the way around, because I can take another one and just start where that left off and then get to make a whole circle. Okay, it's okay that there are holes right now. I'm going to fill those in just a minute. But first I want to talk to you about how to make your rim. So there's lots of different things you could do. You could just continue to use long coils and go all the way around it into a circle. But that's a little bit boring. So if you want to try something else, maybe you could try doing a pattern with a coil where you bend the clay back and forth. This is making a cool zigzag style of pattern. You could try something with spirals. Keep in mind you can do different sizes of spirals. You could have small ones, maybe followed by larger ones. And you could then repeat that. Maybe you could even do an assortment of things. For example, you could put on the zigzag pattern, maybe next to it a spiral. Maybe then more of the zigzag pattern and a spiral, and you could continue that all the way around it. As you're working on the rim, you might find that your saran wrap is not long enough to really cover everything. That's okay. Just make sure that it's pulled flat. You just don't want it sticking in to the clay itself. You don't want it sticking into the spirals. Okay, I'm not going to do all of the rim right now, but I do want to show you how to smooth this together. So I'm going to first plug up the holes that I have near this part of the rim that I just created. So I have 2 there. I'll go ahead and put one right here too, and the one next to it. Okay, so now it would be really nice to just leave this design completely showing, but we do have to smooth, at least part of this into the bowl itself. So I'm gonna start by just taking my finger here and I'm gonna bring all of the bottom of the design into the bowl and smooth that. Gotta make sure it's connected really well. If I'm unsure if it's connected, one thing that I could do also is I could take a little bit more clay. I could put a little bit extra here and then repeat that too. If you're ever unsure, anytime you're going to leave a design like this showing, you want to just make sure that it's really connected firmly to your bowl. And you're connecting it, in this case, just by smoothing it. Okay, and this looks pretty good. All right, so I would just continue with that design if I was happy with it all the way around my bowl. Just don't leave any design showing any lower than the rim. So it's only on this top part. The rim is the part that actually sticks out to the side. It's not the part that is that the food goes into. So this is the part that's just on the edge. So it's like decoration. Think of it as like the pie's crust. Okay? All right, well, enjoy your pottery building today, and I'll be back later.